Hello, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy emmagraphix here again, and today we are going to look at how to design beach stroke party flyer part 2. All right, let me jump into my CorelDraw so that you will be able to have an idea of what I am saying. All right, okay. This is what we are going to create today. All right, this party flyer that you are seeing on the screen just now, like that. All right, this is what we are going to create today. Remember last week we created a version, okay, of this same party flyer. This is what for one person. All right, I created two of these, so different background, different design. So the person, I don't know which one he chose because he took the two designs. All right, so we are going to look at how I created this particular one. So if you haven't seen the first one, which is this particular one, the one with the blue background, which is this one, kindly rush to my YouTube channel. All right, rush to my YouTube channel, emmagraphix, and then go and search for how to design beach stroke party flyer CorelDraw 2025. all right, so that is the part 1 of this particular series of this tutorial. All right, so we are going to look at the part 2, all right, which is how to design this particular one on the screen. So if you are new to my channel, you are welcome to the channel, and thank you for joining us, and kindly subscribe to my channel, okay, because I'm going to be posting a lot of tutorial videos here on this platform. Okay, you are on the right platform. If you are passionate about graphic design, kindly subscribe to my channel, and then of course wait till the end of this video for you to be able to understand exactly what I am going to do. All right guys, so let's jump into the video. So before we start, I want to believe that you know how to launch your CorelDraw. I always say that. If you don't know, you can also go to my channels, and look for watch some other videos, and you'll be able to learn how to design. Yeah, I mean, open your CorelDraw. All right, so now we are in CorelDraw. So I have CorelDraw 2018. So I don't know which version you are using. My version is 2018. So all you need to do, you launch your CorelDraw, and once you are here, I'm going to push this away because this is what we are going to design. All right, so I'm going to move it away. So I'm going to I usually delete this, but I just want to leave it here so that you can see as we are working on it, you'll be able to see what we are doing. All right, so guys, so what we are going to do, I'm going to quickly change this to inches because we are going to set the size that we are going to use for this design. And what you've seen on this left hand side of the screen is some of the stock images we are going to be needing. All right, and I think we still have a couple of them. Okay, let me extract it from here so we will be able to use. So I think I'm going to extract this and extract that, perhaps everything. Let me just extract this out so that we'll be able to use for our design here. So because these are some of the stock images we will be needing. All right, so these are the stock images we will be needing. So so that is it guys. So what we are going to do now is to set the size for the set the size. So what you need to do, you come to this rectangle tool, you click on it. All right, once you click on this rectangle tool, you draw like this, just the way I'm doing it. Just draw like that, just like that. All right, draw like that and drop the pick tools here. So as you can see, when you look at this place, you could see that the size you see is 5.5 by 8, right, 3 inches, and this one 5. So what you need to do, you just change this to 5, and then you come down here and click here, you change this to 5 again, you click enter, just tap on enter on your keyboard, All right, once you do, you tap on enter on your keyboard. This will automatically resize itself to 5 by 5 inches. All right, so that is what we need. So we have our size. So now that we have gotten our size, you need to come to this background. Okay, this is the background we are going to use. You can see the background. I downloaded it online. All right, so it was like a concert, all right, concert background kind of a thing. So I'm going to use it to create like a beach kind of thing, so that you can, as you can see, it looks beautiful, like a beach kind of a thing. So so you power clip this into the frame. All right, all you need to do is right click on it, and then you see power clip. You click on power clip, and then you see this arrow. It will turn to this black arrow, so it's asking you to point to where you want to power clip this design. So this is the frame, so you just click on the frame. It will automatically power clip that into the design. In fact, I don't need to even adjust anything. It has already power clip itself and adjusted everything right. All right, so now look at this particular margin. You can see this black margin. I don't always like it on, okay, on my design. So what I need to do, I'm going to remove this by right clicking on this X. And I know people that use 2020 CorelDraw 2020, I think this thing is just one stroke, so they can either click on it. But when you are using this 2018, I think you just need to right click on it. So you right click on this X, and then okay, when you select this background, all right, and right click on this X. Once you do that, the line, the margin, we call it margin, it's off. All right, so now that we have gotten rid of the margin, so the next thing we are going to do, we are going to bring in our this thing that looks like, you know, as you can see, this thing looks like a musical kind of a thing. So I'm going to bring it into the design. All right, just to make, you know, to create that kind of maybe fun stuff, you know, all those fun stuff like that, you know, just to like a kind of music is going to go on in parties, the beach party stuff. So you just have to, you know, be creative. So I bring this thing in. So I power clip is what I just did. Now is I right click on this, on that thing, and then I power clip. I'll see power clip inside the frame, guys. So that's what you have to do. All right, so as soon as you are done doing that, so as you can see, it looks beautiful. So if you have done that, well done. So the next thing we are going to do is to bring in this thing. All right, this thing that looks like a slippers and, you know, sunshade and stuff like that, the hat, you know what I mean, that kind of beach kind of a thing, you know. So you power clip it inside the frame, guys. Just do what I did. So you power clip it and move it somewhere around here. All right, so just leave it somewhere around there. All right, when you leave it there, you shift it down a little bit into somewhere around there. So the next thing we are going to do, if you can reduce it a bit. So the next thing we are going to do, you leave it somewhere there. So we are going to go out of the frame and close the power clip. So now we are going to quickly set up the bottles of, okay, this thing. I downloaded this thing online and I love it so much. I used it in the first, when you look at the first design, the part 1 of this tutorial, this particular tutorial, this design, I use this bottle. The reason why I love the bottle so much is because it have ice that they put inside the, you know, this cup or whatever, and then the bottle of wine is there, so it makes that thing, you know, that beach kind of atmosphere, you know, the beach atmosphere. So it create that kind of atmosphere. So what I am going to do now is to I told you this thing is to either reveal or hide. All right, so that is the work of transparency tool. So I use transparency tool to reveal this thing. So you click on it, you drag, you click and drag like this, just to reveal, you know, to hide this portion, this down portion, because we don't really need that one that looks like pot hands to, you know, to be there. So I'm trying to get rid of that, you know, these two hands. All right, so now that we have this, so what we need to do is to reduce it a bit. All right, reduce it a bit and copy it and paste. All right, what I just did now, I've copied this thing that you have seen there. Is now 2. Don't mind it now. As you can see, you can see 1 on the screen, but it's 2. All right, what do I do it? So I just go to my keyboard. I use shortcut. I use Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. Just click on Ctrl, hold down the Ctrl key and click on, just copy, and then you paste. Click on C and click on V. Or you can just right click on it, you see copy, you right click and you see paste. All right, so after doing that, once you do that, you come to this place that says mirror, you mirror it. So once you mirror it, it changed to 2 because I've already copied it and then paste. All right, so once that is done, guys, all I need to do is to bring in my this red they call it the disposable cup, and right, just to to give it something that we used to drink the wine. All right, so so we are going to just leave this one somewhere around here. Okay, you leave it somewhere around there. So once you do that, so you're going to rotate it. So you click on the cup. Once you click on it, you see this rotation curve, rotation or sign. So you use it to rotate this cup. All right, and then you shift it a little bit down, then you copy it again. You click copy it and paste it somewhere here. You mirror it and you copy another one, you paste. All right, you rotate this particular one, the last one you copy, you rotate it like this, so that you'll be able to have a copy of it like that. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift these two. You shift these two down like that. Okay, and then once that is done, you click on the last one. So you select the 3 disposable cup and send it to the back, guys. Send it to the back. How do you send it to the back? So the way you can send it to the back, you hold down the Control key and click on page down. You see page down, PGDN, in your keyboard by the right hand side. If you are using the HP kind of keyboard or laptop that I'm using, you see Control page down, Control PGDN. That's what you see on your keyboard. It will take that disposable cup down. So you're now going to use your arrow key, down arrow key, to take it down like that. All right, because you don't want it to reveal that much. All right, because you are going to have other things. So you leave it to that, guys. You leave that to that, leave that to that, leave that to that, leave that to that, just like that. Just leave it to that. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to bring the champagne glass. All right, and before that, let's bring in the normal champagne that we have here. One more champagne bottle, and leave it like this. All right, then you reduce it, you shift it up, and you rotate it. Like I said, you click and rotate it like that. Click and rotate it like this, just like this, guys. And once you do that, you need to hide this down portion of it, and once you do that, you send it to the back of the ice bucket or glass or whatever pot, whatever you are going to call it. It's up to you. So you take it down like that. All right, take it down like that, take it down like that. All right, once you've done that, what you are going to do next is to bring in your wine champagne glass and leave it somewhere around here. Reduce it and move it up, just like that, guys, just like that. So you move it up, you move it up, you move it up, you move it up, move it up, guys. So that is how you are going to do it, like that. All right, so you can leave it like that, leave it like that. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to bring in those glittered stuff, those shiny stuff that I used earlier on in our first design. So this is it. So you bring it in here. So you are going to be dropping it in some of the like somewhere here. So you leave one here, so you leave the other one somewhere here, leave another one somewhere here, and you can move this one down to this particular area. All right, so that's how it is. You can leave one just right here. All right, then you reduce this particular one, something like that. All right, I'm trying to just give you the idea. on how you can just leave those shiny stuff just for the glitter to show. So once that is done, guys, you now start bringing in your text. Don't forget to bring in one more star, this particular one, and leave it somewhere here. All right, and you can expand this particular one. All right, leave it, bring it down a little bit, then you can power clip this into the frame so that it doesn't go outside the frame. Okay, once you see stuff like that, that means once you see stuff like this, let me show you something. Come on, let me show you something, guys. Once you want to power clip something and you see that the thing doesn't power clip like this, you see, that means you did not power clip, you are not inside the frame where you need to power clip the stuff. So all you need to do is to go back again, reduce it, go to power clip, and then locate the right place. Once you click here, you see that it has power clip. The thing is gone, so it's no longer there. So it's power clip. That means this is the right frame. So where I pointed it to is not the right place. So you point it to the right place and you power clip it. So now we are going to bring in our text. So like I always say, I have to type my text out, okay, so that I don't have issues to while I'm typing and I'm explaining. Okay, so I've already typed out the text, and then also change the font and all of that. So I'm just going to bring it in. All right, so now like this particular font, you just bring this particular text somewhere around here. That's where you need to have this date. If you look at the first design, that particular first one, I have something like that. All right, so I keep it somewhere here. So there is a reason why I leave it here, because it makes the design look beautiful like that, leaving it there. So when you look at the font I use here is Impact. The font for the December 2023, this font is Impact, and this particular one is Arial. So once you go, you change your font to Impact. This particular one Impact, this is the Impact, so that the text will be bold, and then you change it to white. So that is how you do that. All right, so we are going to bring in this particular, all this text. So let me just bring everything so that I will now explain to you how that's going to work. So I'll bring in this text. I've already type the text out, arrange it properly. So all you need to do is to ensure that this text is aligned, guys. Aligned. Just centralize the text. Make sure you always centralize your text, guys. Okay, that will make your text beautiful, make your stuff beautiful if you know how to centralize your stuff. All right, so I'm going to just shift everything like that and leave it in the middle, right, like that. Then the text in the middle, just like that. So now the font I use for this particular text, it's called, you can look at it here, Black Sword, BLACKSWORD is the text I use here. It's called Black Sword. So once you do that, you send the text, you now come to this. Once you type the text, you use the font, you come to this block shadow. You use this block shadow to now add block shadow to the text so that it will reveal the text very well. All right, so that's what I did there. So I added block shadow to the text so that the text will reveal very well. All right, so when you look at this particular text now, you can see that this thing looks like a plastic kind of a thing. All right, so the reason how I achieve this plastic, I'm going to delete this one so that we can start from the beginning. So this is normal text, this is Impact. I use Impact. I type, after typing, you give it a yellow color. So the color, go to your color palette and give it a yellow color. If you want to give green, it's fine. All right, but I'm not using green. I choose to use yellow. So I use yellow, and then what I did is, you need to copy this. You copy and paste. All right, so what I did now is to copy it and paste. So after copy and paste, you need to convert the up one, this particular one, you see, this particular up one, you need to convert it to bitmap. All right, you bitmapped it, the resolution 300, you leave it like this, you press OK. So it has been bitmapped. All right, so the next thing you need to do, you go to bitmap again. All right, go to texture. All right, once you go to bitmap, go to texture, go down and go to texture, and then click on plastic. Once you click on plastic, this plastic box will come out, dialog box or whatever you're going to call it will come out. All right, so you need to do is to play around with this, okay, by the height and the depth, the smoothness. So all these things is what will give you the shape and that plastic kind of shape. All right, so it's going to give you that plastic kind of shape, so you can just play around with it, play around with it, play around with it, play around with it. So you just go around and do your best to play around with these things so that you have the proper this thing. So I just want it to look like this, all right, like the first one, almost like the first one. So you click on OK. So that text has turned to like as if it's plastic. All right, so you bring this one up because that's what I want. So this one will be up, right? So now you type this one. The font I use here is called Arial Black. All right, so that's what you will use for the white deck beach. So now this particular one game, so it's normal Arial, Arial. Arial. I don't know how I don't know if that's the normal pronunciation. Anyway, that's how I pronounce it. So that is what you are going to use for the game network, food, drink, and music. So the next one we are going to have is for the inquiry and all of that is normal Tahoma. All right, so you use Tahoma, Tahoma, Tahoma. All right, so that is the font you are going to use for this one. And then when you look at the design earlier, you can see that there was I did it like some kind of color somewhere down here. So all you need to do to bring in that color is to go to your rectangle tool and draw like this, guys. Just draw like this to cover this thing. All right, once you do that, you come to your color palette and click on purple or whatever if you want to use purple, but I would rather use kind of deep kind of purple like this type, not normal one. So I would prefer this one. So once you do that, you come to interactive fill tools and click on this thing. All right, click and drag like that. Once you do that, this go to your property bar and go to this elliptical fountain fill and click on it. All right, so it will allow you to apply another color to this design. That is the function of that particular elliptical fountain fill. In fact, that is the job of fountain fill. All right, fountain fill, okay, interactive fountain fill, that is the job of it. Can allow you to add as many color as you want to a particular object. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add yellow to this. Where is it? I'm going to add yellow to that. So once I do that, I'm going to now shift it and then something like this, guys. This is how you do this. So that's how I want it. All right, so you now find a way to send it down, take it down, so that the text will come up. All right, I think the yellow is too much. All right, so what we are going to do is to click on it and then shift it away. All right, shift it a little bit up. Okay, so that the text will be much better. Still, you change this to normal dark blue. Okay, just play around with the color, guys, so that you'll be able to have the proper color. I prefer something like this and shift it down. I'm trying to review, make sure that the color, the white color, because we are going to use white color there, review properly. All right, so something like this. So you leave it like that, guys. Just leave it like this. So without any further ado, guys, leave it like that. So you centralize it, like I always say, bring it down a little bit. So I think we are done with this design, guys. I think we are done. So this is how I designed this flyer, party flyer, like beach party flyer. So this is the final design. So as you can see, it makes sense, isn't it? So that is the part 2 of this beach party flyer. So if you are new to the channel, and then you have to subscribe to this channel, all right? Subscribe to the channel, because you are going to learn a lot. And please like and share this video so that other people can benefit from it. Thank you for staying to the end, and I will see you in my next video.